Thanks so much for welcoming us in to see your amazing place. Could you start off, just tell us a little bit about the company, how you started, how you got your name, which is a bit unusual, and just tell us a little bit about the company.
So, we started about 10 years ago. My background was print and my business partner's background was design. We've known each other, a long time, and there's just come an opportunity in our lives that we decided to do something together. Luckily enough, he was a freelance designer as well, and he already had like a company set up, which was 2601, which was the birth date of his daughter. And because he's already had it set up for a year, it made it a lot easier for us to create a business.
So he's a designer, you're a printer, so it's a good combination.
He used to buy print from me.
Yeah.
So, and we used to work together before. I used to work for his dad back in the day.
All right. So what was your vision?
Well, I probably didn't expect to go into print straight away. Steve's always wanted to be a designer. He's always been quite artsy. I got into print, and then I kind of went up through the ranks of the print and ended up going into sales and just grew that way, and then grew a client base. And then that's when obviously me and Steve started chatting about creating this place. We were going to kind of go down like the print management road, but we ended up investing, buying some kit, getting some staff, finding a little place, and then growing from there. And we had a great client base straight off, which we still work with those clients now, which was fantastic.
So talking about your client base, you've got some pretty special materials and stuff that you can do for clients that is a bit different. What is it you want to achieve for your clients, and what is it that's special about what you can find for people?
I think sometimes you get pushed into certain directions because we never knew that we were going to go and start printing on concrete. We never knew that we were going to print onto fabric or print onto acoustic paneling. You just end up going down a route that you either find interesting, and I think that's what happens with me and Steve. We're quite, we don't want to just do banners. We don't want to print just flags or stickers, because we found that the online world is going. We found it with with conventional printing, the online world just swallows it up. And if we went down that route, I think we would just get swallowed up as well. So we want to be a bit different. Hence why we do a lot of stuff for TV and film. So we do a lot of quick turnarounds work, and then anything creative, anything unusual. We kind of, we got a great sales team, and they come up with some weird and wonderful things, and they introduce it into us, and then we look down that route, and then we get excited. And then once we get excited, we just go with it. So
do you feel like that's what the market wants these days? Something a bit more special?
Definitely. And a lot of people we speak to, they say that they always say to us, what have you got new? With the type of the caliber of clients that we work with, they're sort of, they just enjoy what we got to offer, and they always ring us up and say, what about this, what about that? And it is good.
Are there some favourite projects that you've done that really stand out for you?
We love working with TV and film because our installers are on set. We're wrapping scenes for celebs to come in and do things. So that's quite exciting. We've done all the graphics for it, and it's quite cool to have it on.
They sound like quite sort of premium projects.
Some of them are, some of them are, and I think that's where we thrive. Is when we get a premium project, or someone's got that budget, and we can kind of get creative with it. And this is the whole point about the 2601 Creative Print, because that's what we do.
You've clearly put a lot of work into your premises here. What's your plan for here?
We moved in to these new premises, which was fantastic, and now we're split over 2 floors. We've invested heavily, as you'll see, in all the different types of equipment that we've bought for different reasons. But we just need to grow. We just need to get a bit bigger. But I think the type of clients that we're dealing with now is to build on that, and so then we can, keep going with everything that we do.
Okay, well, should we go and have a look around?
Yeah. So this is the top floor of production.
Yep.
This is where mostly all our finishing gets done. We've got our smaller machines here. These are all latex machine, all HP,
Yeah.
all latex machines. So they're eco-friendly inks.
Is that your main reason for choosing these?
Is the eco-friendliness of the inks is one of the main reasons, and the stretchiness of the inks as well.
Yeah.
So when
okay.
we want to, wrap vehicles or wrap signage or anything, it just stretches really, really well. All our finishings up here. So, we got our eyeliner, we got our laminator there.
Yep.
We got a double heat roll laminator.
Okay.
We got our mounting bed, our 4 meter wide mounting bed, which mounts all our panels.
Lovely.
Which is obviously, it turns into a light box as well, which helps any sort of weeding or anything like that.
How long have you had the
Rolls roller? 10 years.
10 years? Wow.
Yeah.
That's it's kind of a must-have in the environment.
It is definitely. It's helped us out massively. I look back now and I think, how the hell did we do what we've done without it?
Yeah.
Over in the corner is kind of our electrics, where we do a lot of LED lights or any sort of like mock-ups. This is all our wiring section and stuff. We do certain bespoke items like these training boards here for some of our clients. So, we get asked weird and wonderful things. As you can see, we've got a lot of bench space, a lot of finisher space, a lot of our packing area.
It's a very clean and organised space, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is key for us, because the volume of work that goes through and everything's so structured, it has to be, everyone needs to know where everything is all the time. And, I'm a great believer, if the place is clean and tidy, you'll get work through quicker and with as little errors as possible. And this is the downstairs floor, where we obviously got our bigger printers and cutters. So we've got the Mamaki, which is a flatbed printer. Our old FB 750 was a hybrid machine, so it printed on rigid substrates as well as roll to roll. And CMY UK come up with a fantastic deal for us on the Mamaki flatbed and the 3.2 UJV 55. It was such a good deal for the two, and it's just been fantastic ever since. It's the best thing we've done, really. Is to split the machine into two.
Okay, so because it's just helped you sort of separate the workflow out a little bit and
exactly
do twice as much.
We also got the Suma flatbed cutter. This was the first one in the UK of this size. We do look after, and the guys are very, very good. And we got weekly maintenance things that we do on all our machines. And however, our latest investment is the Jetrix. So we wanted something a little bit quicker, a little bit bigger, because some of the sheet sizes that we were moving into were getting into 10x5s, and we wanted to do 2 up. And again, with the concrete on a roll, which will come on, we actually get that as a white concrete, so we can print the concrete. And because they come in 3 meter lengths, we needed the bed size, and we were getting into a lot of printed acoustic as well. So that, again, they come in 2.8 meter sheets. So our small flatbed wasn't up to scratch. So we had to.
Yeah, plenty of trucks. So why particularly the Jetrix?
We looked at a few machines, and this was an X demo machine. And again, it was just a good value for money, and it ticked all the boxes, really. Yeah.
So you've got a nice mix of equipment, haven't you?
So this is the latest cutter that we've put in, is the J-Way. Again, great bit of kit. So this one, really, we kind of keep all the clean stuff on. So we will cut our banners, our stickers, our vinyls, any sort of packaging. Because it's got a better oscillator on it. It's, this one's sort of the clean stuff. And then when the J-Way's a bit more industrial, it's got a better router on it. It does all our V grooving on our acoustic paneling. So it's kind of just a better sort of manlier machine.
I was going to limbo.
Yeah, that is there for a reason. When that machine's on, it's got to be good. So obviously we've got our.
Yes, this is more the sort of aluminium.
So it'll be cutting our diabonds, our acrylics, wood, and anything sort of acoustic. And again, the concrete on a roll. When we need to cut that, it gets cut on this machine. We've got the UJV 55, which is a fantastic bit of kit. So all our one-piece wallpaper gets done on it, all our fabrics, banner work, and it just runs. It runs through the day, through the night. It's just a fantastic bit of kit. Wallpaper mainly is probably on this machine, because we do a lot of wallpaper. We go and do the site surveys, we measure the walls, we set up the artwork, so we know what we're doing. Again, we try to keep it as clean and tidy as possible. You can see, obviously, we got everything in stock. We got consignment stock, so we try to keep 50 sheets of everything. At any one time, so we're never out of stock.
So is responsiveness kind of important to you and your customers, to have the stock here so you can respond quickly?
Massively. We got a great relationship with the TV and film, and a lot of our work is with TV and film, and the response time is
Yeah.
24 hours.
Okay, so if you haven't got it here, you can just get it in quite.
Yeah, we got local suppliers as well that we
Yeah.
can just go and get. Obviously, we got the van and we just go and pick it up if we need it. But we try to keep a very, very good volume of stock on the shelf because of TV and film mainly, because they will literally ring us up, you know, and say we need signage this afternoon and we got to jump on it. And it was another reason why we got the kit that we got, is because we got such a wide variety of the kit. So when we moved into this building 3 years ago, which I'll tell you a bit more about, is it was empty. We had one plug socket and a hole in the ground. It's a brand new building. We bought it 3 years ago and we were the first people in. So we had to build a kitchen, we had to build the toilets, and this was our first meeting room. And then we got in, put the machines in. We outgrew it quite quickly. Yeah. And then when we put the mez in. Yeah. And then obviously you can see we filled that up straight away. This was one of our first meeting rooms. Yeah. There, that's a fabric. So that's a day and night fabric, which they call, and we've layered the inks up. So we printed it full color, and then we flooded it with white. Then we printed it full color again. Okay. And then when LED lights penetrate through the back of it, it pushes all the color through the black and white image on the front. So when you turn the lights on, it all goes color. So you could have a night scene and a day scene. That's why it's called day and night. Okay. And is this the sort of thing that people want for these kinds of meeting rooms or conference areas and reception areas? TV and film use a lot of it for their backdrops and for shows and stuff like that. Some offices have wanted it for their logos and things like that. But it's just a nice little touch and a nice little talk.
We were looking at a project with a client where I could do it so the lights worked on a timer and faded up and down, so you could have sunrise and sunset.
Yeah. So you can program all these LEDs behind it. If you really, really went to town, you could program all the LEDs.
Oh, so they could just come on randomly and do different bits.
Yeah, you can program them. So like Dale said, so you can fade. Yeah. So say at around about, I don't know, 6 o'clock, they could fade out, and then your image just slowly go dark.
This is your entrance?
Yeah, this is the entrance of the building. We want it to be welcoming when people come in. So we do all the flat cuts with all the halo illumination, but when it comes to built-ups, we get it done. This is the best thing about building relationships with great suppliers, local suppliers, that we call upon every day, and you know we just, everyone knows everyone. And as you can see, I'm going up the stairs. We got the concrete on the stairs. When we first got introduced into the X-Stone concrete, this was we had this made, and Dell actually wrapped it in the concrete and brought it in and showed us, didn't you? You said, "Look at this, lads." And since then we've been testing and trying things with it all the time. 9 times out of 10, when people come in and obviously we talk about an interior project, we show them the concrete and they actually put it in their project because they want it in there, whether it's the rust, whether it's travertine, whether it's honed smooth or a printed concrete. So they actually want to put it in because it's different for them, and these interior companies, they want to be different. Probably every project that we've done, we've put this in somewhere along the lines, whether it's something little or a large scale wall or a complete refurb. You know, outdoor signage for large companies.
So when we walked up here earlier, you could really notice the acoustic improvements.
Yeah. So we've obviously done some, built up 3D artwork on the walls. Yeah. We do picture framing, obviously with the interior markets that we do. They always ask for some sort of picture frames. So then we got the picture, the chunky black frame pictures. This one's actually acoustic, so we've built that. Yeah. Oh, so we got a range of different things that can be hung from the ceiling, whether it's a light bulb to a plane but these are all made from acoustic again. It's all PET and it's all acoustic. So like a polyester, so is an acoustic sheet that we buy in the sheets in that colour, and then we will cut, shape and put it together. Nice. And then this was just again, this is just matte black paint again, but it's just a line drawing which we cut out of gloss vinyl and put. It just gives it that sort of nice
effect.
Yeah, it's the same like with the door names and everything on the walls. Yeah. And these are our offices up here.
So what's that?
So that's Scully. So that's our acoustic. That's the acoustic back wall again, all made from acoustic. The 3D skull, and then obviously we've got the logos which are cut out again on the wall. All the desk dividers are made out of acoustics. All the desks have been wrapped. I mean, when you go into that room, if you actually come into this room and actually started As soon as you come in there and you started talking, it changes straight away the acoustics.
Yeah. Well, you'd be interested to hear what it sounds like coming
On the
through
mic,
there, having just walked from there to there. Lovely, isn't it? I see. So this sort of, I mean, it's a nice design as well, isn't it? Is this sort of thing quite popular with clients? Do much of
The
this?
slatted,
Yeah.
the slats is very popular. Sometimes they have waves. Sometimes they have, they can have their logo in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just went down this route because it was just a bit of a wow, in your face.
I mean, obviously, you do where we are here is a great showroom for what you can do. Do clients come here quite often to look at what you have?
Well, this is one of the reasons why we've made it the way that we have with the showroom. The main objective is to get it to a stage where we actually can invite people in,
Yeah.
and show them everything that we do.
Good
Just like I said to you, we don't shout about it. So again, we've done all the LED lights. These are motion LEDs, so they do dance and do all sorts of things. Yeah. So this is the switchable glass, which can be controlled with your phone, Alexa. There's a little switch on. A lot of hotels, offices have. And it can be programmed as well, so it can be blind, so you can program it now, and it can go like doot, 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 and it can go up, and it's very, very, very clever. So we wanted to bring someone in, and when we first got the designs back, I was like, "Whoa, do you know what I mean? What's that? Why have we got pink?" But she said, "Trust me,
Trust you. Trust the designers.
trust me, the designers," and we did. And they're fantastic, these designers, and hats off to them. They come up with something amazing, and we just make it happen.
Yeah.
We just create it. We changed a few things. Obviously, we've got the glass manifestation on the glass, which is when you look at it, you think it's just white vinyl, but that's not. That's actually printed clear vinyl, which is on a special material called Lintec OptiClear.
Yeah.
Which is one of the clearest.
Yeah.
It's one of the clearest you can get. So there's no like mottling and stuff like that. And then obviously we followed it with the vinyl onto the walls. We've got great suppliers who help us build things like these fantastic rafts that go up onto the ceiling, and then the angles that they got to come off the ceiling is phenomenal. We've got a great supplier of LED lights, so all the lighting on the ceiling, and again everything like the TV, the media wall's been wrapped in the X-Stone concrete.
That's the rusty one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the rusty one.
So this is the X-Stone in roll form. So you say this is concrete.
Yeah.
What's the process here? How is it sort of adapted to be this?
So it's recycled concrete dust from a quarry that gets then mixed with a special flexible glue. And it comes in a white form, but then when you're mixing it, you can color it as well.
Yeah.
If you do want to rust, we can have.
Yeah, you can see it on this.
If you want a travertine grey or if a client wants a specific color, then we can have that as well. Yeah. And then it's rendered onto a sort of Hessian backing sheet, which holds it all together. And then a mold then comes down and presses onto it.
Okay.
Which creates your textures. So this one's a honed smooth, so you get all your pitting. Once the mold's been pressed, then you get your designs, and sometimes they get pressed with all sorts of things. You've probably seen it online sometimes when you see you'll probably see it on TikTok and stuff, that you see these plasterers do it, and then they get acetate sheets, they spray it with water, they push it on, and then they peel it off, and that's how you get all your pitting and stuff like that. So there's very clever ways of doing it.
With the material.
Yeah. So these are all made with molds, so they're very, very, consistent in how they're made.
And to apply it, you just sort of glue it at the back.
So with each roll that you get, each roll is 3 meters by 1 meter.
Yeah.
With each roll, you get a filler paste, so which does all your joins.
Yeah.
And does all your edges. You can heat it and bend it.
Yeah.
But you can also, with it, you get the wallpaper paste as well, which is quite a high tack paste because you need it for this. And then again, obviously, you can seal it. We can put a matte seal on it, a satin seal on it.
Yeah, it's quite heavy, isn't it? It's going to
it is quite heavy. It's kind of specialist sort of install. Yeah. But I mean, that's where 9 times out of 10 we're going in and we're installing wallpaper or glass manifestation or acoustic. So for our guys, they've all been trained quite heavily on this to install it anyway.
Okay. Some other bits and pieces here that you've got out.
Yeah, again, going back to the acoustics, obviously we print direct to acoustics. And what we would do is we would print direct onto it. Sometimes they just want the colour, but sometimes they want us to print like a wood effect. And then we would then V-groove it, and then we would create some sort of
Okay,
like hanging,
different shapes.
like hanging baffles, different shapes, grids, ceiling grids and stuff. So our sheets are 3 meters by 1200 wide. So we would then design and actually make something that the client needs. And obviously we do a lot of wayfinding signage. As you can see, these are very, very intricate. We do the Braille.
Yeah. Is that sort of applied on the flatbed with a varnish layer?
No, those are actually individually pieces put in. So they're routed out a little hole, and then the beads have been glued in. However, the flatbed can raise it up and do it. It just depends on how many we're doing and what we're doing. And
yeah, same with this, I guess.
Yeah, exactly the same as that. And it's just a different types of finishes.
So you can kind of do an awful lot of these bespoke projects in here.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, we got a fantastic supply chain, which we work very, very closely with.
When you sort of customers you work with, you've got a lot of different things here, but they are kind of in the same ballpark. Do you find that you'll do the wayfinding project for a client, and you'll also say, right, maybe you can do something with this, and sort of almost do the whole project?
Yeah, I mean, 90% of the time, with our clients, our existing clients especially, they will say, "Can you come in and see us?"
Yeah,
and then it's like a sales pitch there and then, because they say to us, we want this, and this, and then we would go around and then explain to them what we can offer, and then we would put a graphics package together for them and send it to them, and then they would, say, they would probably then, pitch it to their owners or however, and then go from there really. But sometimes we get a tender, and all the information's on there, and we just have to quote it. There's different ways.
Yeah.
There's different ways.
What would you say is most important for you as a business? Is it your creativity? Is it responsiveness to client, reliability? What's kind of your main strengths, you think?
Responsiveness to clients is key for us, especially with the TV and film.
Yeah.
If they're filming that day, that night, that evening, they have to have it.
Yeah.
And it's the responsiveness, especially with the TV and film. We win projects, and we're working on projects before other companies are even quoting. These companies, they got budgets, and as long as they know that they can trust you, they can go to other places like anyone can. But it's the relationship. We got such strong relationships with our clients. It's key for us. We got a small team. We don't have to have millions and millions of pounds worth of equipment. We don't have to have hundreds of staff, and we don't have to have shift work or weekend work. We're so bespoke, and we're so structured, and everything that we do is. But the industry for us is not slowing down.
Good.
It's just, especially the TV and film.
Well, that's good.
Which is great.
But once you build that reputation, I can see that works. And I guess from your point of view, you just want people to. You're not online, but it's too easy to do that.
Yeah.
You want people to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
Explain what they need. You can explain what you can do, and share ideas. That's clearly where the direction you're going.
Yeah, and it's our new website, and when we built our new website, we wanted to build it around that, and tell people that we're a company that you can come in and see and build a relationship with. And our website was all about us, the team. What we can do. We've got I think there's a page on our website, this sort of an ideas page that people can go on and just pick all our brains from. It's like a mood board sort of thing on our website, which is really, really good. It's
Yeah. Well, look, thank you so much for showing us around.
Yeah.
It's really good, and good luck with it. Thank you very much.
No worries.